morning. Hopefully they make a lot of babies. Well, I do have some fry. I actually screwed up big time with these guppies. The Taiwan double orange swordtails that we were talking about before the stream began. Welcome to the first Thursday morning live stream. Don't forget to like, share. That's about all we can do at this point. I hope everyone is doing well. Sorry about the confusion earlier. I had this scheduled for 8 a.m. I'm not really sure why. It's always going to be 9 a.m. But thanks to Susan for sending me a message, letting me know everyone was waiting. I was on the stair stepper though, so if I wasn't doing anything, I would have hopped on real quick. But I didn't want to, come straight from the stair stepper. So, anyways, sorry about that. It'll happen again, but it's not on purpose. I apologize. Anyways, what else is new? So I gotta do just a quick. Mike says the Pandagaras gaming great man. They're nonstop eating algae. That is awesome. Pandagaras are back in stock on the website, which is what I wanted to talk about. A few things on the website are back in stock. For instance, the neon green rasboras that some of you may or may not have seen in yesterday's video. More neon blue rasboras, so depending on if you wanted a lot or just 8 of them. And what else came out of quarantine? Clown killies are back in stock. Oh, I don't even remember. So Wednesdays are the days when things exit quarantine. So if there's something specific you're looking for, be sure to check it out like Wednesday. Or just put in your email and have it notify you when it's back in stock. If that still works. But I have been slowly collecting fish over the last couple weeks, and so I want to tell you all the new fish. Like the title of the stream says, I got a list here. I should have taken pictures, but I'm not that cool. I'm not that, I don't know. I'm a terrible YouTuber. What can I say? Anyways, so I don't even know, geez. Mile High Plecos, what's going on? Oh, and first of all, I'll say welcome and thank you for coming to the stream. Hello, everybody that's here. All right, so I really want to say hi to everyone, but everyone tells me to not do it. Oh man, it's tough. Hello, everyone. I will not say hello individually. I'll just say hello, everyone. Those are a lot of emotes. Yep. Bob Kaler's fish are coming today. Yes, I was checking tracking on all the orders. I'm kind of disappointed. Well, Bob, yours should have been there today regardless because we didn't ship till Tuesday. But some of the Monday orders didn't get there on Wednesday like they were supposed to. So I'm watching them very closely here on tracking and hope that they do all right. Other news on the website before we get to the fish real quick is that now you can do reviews. So if you've bought something and you feel like leaving a good review, go on and head on over there and give it 5 stars. If you feel like giving it a bad review, well, just don't go over there at all. You know what if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. I'm just kidding, guys. If you want to leave a bad review, feel free. All reviews just help me improve. As far as shipping, some of you might notice shipping is different, even in the same packaging. I am trying things out, which is why maybe sometimes your bags of fish have the ammonia pad, sometimes they don't. It's not that I forget, I'm just kind of curious and I guess gambling with the lives of your fish, which I probably shouldn't. But it's not really gambling. I'm actually fairly confident these days in shipping fish. So, for instance, I tried some fish in a breather bag that I wasn't quite sure if they would work or not. And so far, going pretty good. So we'll see. What did I forget? Wait, tell me I forgot something. Do the guppies look like big endlers? We can take a look if you guys want to see the expensive guppies that I got. I shall show you. Let me just open Firefox. And I probably should just get this list of fish out of the way first, but since that is the title of the stream. But this is one of the new fish that I got, so we'll just look at him real quick. Oh, whoops, here we go. So the Taiwanese green orange swordtail guppy, these guys here. I am now in possession of these, and look at them. Look at these males. That's insane. Yeah, they look really nice. They look like endlers, but they are in fact guppies from this exact line. This lineage is the exact ones I got. So these are very nice, clean, true breeding line of electric green-bodied orange double sword guppies. So, yep. Can't look at that long. Don't want to get hit with copyright. Don't want to do that again. So, yeah. You guys can go onto this website if you want. But I think to not get copyright, I have to keep it under 15 seconds on my stream. So, can you get giant auto sinkless or Borneo algae eater? I cannot. The giant auto sinkless I've only seen ever from one wholesaler that I will never be able to open an account with unless I got like a retail store. But I've never seen them anywhere else. However, I do have this nice little piece of paper right here that I have not filled out yet, thankfully, so I can show you what this is. This is a U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife Import-Export application that I will be filling out and sending in today. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, hopefully they approve me. I think it's kind of crappy that you apply for these licenses, and if they deny you, they don't even give you your money back. But one of the questions is general description of the wildlife or wildlife products you wish to import, export. Choose all that imply perishable, dead. You can import, you need a license to import dead animals, which seems kind of funny, but I don't know, maybe it makes sense. Perishable, yeah. And then obviously live. Live requires that wildlife possessed under a license must be maintained under humane and healthful conditions. And then you can also check the box for what you're going to be importing, all these types here. And I am going to be checking fish, reptiles, and amphibians. You know what? I should just check them all. Mammals. I should check them all. If I check them all, then I can finally import my zebras that I've always wanted. So maybe I'll just check them all. I don't think it costs anything additional. And, you know, why not just check them all and play it safe? So that's pretty cool. Bob Van says, pretty cool white goodie, huh? Has a black eye, so I don't think it's albino. Yeah, it's definitely not a black or an albino if it has a black eye, but it could definitely be leucistic. Where do you ship from? Planning to order soon out of Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington would be the closest hub to me, so we just call it Seattle. All right, so if you haven't noticed on the site, pretty much all the guppies have been taken off except for the geez. Now I got to go to the website. Let me go to the website and see what I've done here. Because I've taken off, I think I took off all the guppies. Let's go to live bears. It's not an option. Here it is. The drop down menu, guys. The drop down. Oh, so yeah, the Japanese blue lyre-tail guppy. I still have those, but all the other ones are gone. So from now on, at least for the immediate future, the only thing I'm going to be bringing in guppy-wise is locally bred. And Life with Liquid, I'm glad that you're here because I was checking tracking on your order and it hasn't been, I haven't seen any updates since it left on Monday. So I hope you're getting updates if you check. Anyways, What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So as far as the guppies that I am bringing in, I've got bluegrass guppies, some red lace guppies, which are pretty nice. The red lace. I kind of like the bluegrass a little bit more, honestly. You guys will all see these in videos coming out soon, anyways. Uh, the 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 blue guppies, the blue lyre-tail, Japanese. Um, and then also locally bred are blue dream shrimp. So the blue dream shrimp are amazing, amazing. Really, really nice. I was trying to get them in the video that came out yesterday, but I just couldn't find any. They're still really small. So we'll get a video of them eventually. So as far as guppies, that's all I'm going to do for a while because I don't know. I don't know what's on. I don't know what's going on with these guppies at the wholesaler, but none of them did well for me, and I had to. Well, let's just say I lost a fair amount of change on them, which is that's how that happens sometimes. Now, as far as other shrimp, man, I can't remember yesterday's video. I filmed yesterday's video a long time ago, but I just released it. I don't know. Well, whatever. So chocolate shrimp are looking fantastic. So those will hit the website this weekend as soon as I get some pictures of them. Orange shrimp are going to be pretty cheap because they're not very orange. I ordered a bunch of orange shrimp and they came in like almost yellow. There's some that are some nice orange, but most of them didn't come in good. So those should be pretty cheap. What else do we got? As far as shrimp, that should be it. The blue dreams, chocolate, yellow, and orange. And then actually I might be adding my shrimp to the list too. My personal ones that I breed, but I haven't decided yet. Which is another different blue shrimp, not the blue dream. What else do we got? Oh, Bob Vance did hook me up with some trout goodie-eds. These are not for sale. This is for my personal collection, which is nice. I was saying in the last stream that I haven't got any fish for myself lately, but met with Bob Vance at the Aquarium Society and got some trout goodie-eds, so I'm super excited about that. Those are super awesome fish. I got the goods. That's right. Anyways, so, Pracox rainbows, I think, are back in stock too. Maybe not. I don't know if I added those yet. Anyways. So, other new fish, ember tetras. Ember tetras that do not look very ember yet. So, I'm going to grow them out a bit, probably before they hit the website. The Beckford pencil fish that I got look absolutely stunning. Those are really, really cool fish. I think they got about another week to go in quarantine before they hit the website. So those are like really fantastic fish. Emerald dwarf rasboras. If you've never seen an emerald dwarf rasbora, they're pretty amazing. Am I going to AE this weekend? If you're talking to me, Karen, I absolutely am not. So, emerald dwarf rasboras. Emerald eye rasboras are not new, but guys, you should be checking this fish out. If you ever seen like a lamp eye killifish, it's basically the same thing, except they have a really nice black spot on their dorsal fin. So it's basically a lamp eye rasbora. You might have to split them into separate tanks due to size, but there's enough to watch grow. And also, well, the tank I put them in for now has tons of plants and tons of moss. So they're all in there, and they should have, tons of places to hide. So far, I haven't noticed losing any. I was checking them out this morning, and there's still lots of the small babies in there, so they should do all right. More neon blue rasboras, neon green rasboras. I didn't realize how rare neon blue rasboras were. I feel like I should be buying them by the hundreds because apparently they're pretty rare when I was researching them. Strawberry rasboras are super small, but they are looking good. So strawberry rasboras. This was a very interesting shipment to get of tons of rasboras. because thought some of my, if you've watched some of my last or some of my unboxing videos in general, they don't mark the bags, and they just like small silver fish is how they all come in, and you have to guess. But I actually got them all right, and yeah. Real quick, somebody asked about breeding cherry barbs. So breeding cherry barbs is insanely easy. It's a really easy fish to breed. You just have to make sure that they're not eating the eggs. So you can come up with some type of system. You can use like gravel, where the eggs will fall into the gravel. I probably wouldn't recommend that. Honestly, I would just throw in some adults and feed the crap out of them, let them scatter their eggs, and then I would pull the adults out. But they're super easy. I don't know if it's Greg Sage or Ted Judy, but one of them takes like a 5-gallon tank and takes the bottom out, and then puts mesh on the bottom of it, and then puts that 5-gallon tank in like a 10-gallon tank, and then lets them spawn and drop the eggs through the wire mesh. And that's also another way to do it. Karen says, I'm excited. There's a show near me, so I'll be at AE, only about half an hour from me. Excuse me, I wish they could do Aquashella near me. Did you go to AE last year? Because it was in the same place last year. But anyways, yes, cherry barbs, pretty easy. You just got to make sure that you have a way for them, or you have a way to save the eggs. But I've bred them. That's the Ted Judy method. Yeah, I can never remember, honestly. I don't have a memory at all. The Zen Ginger says, did you get any Apistos, Bob? Hey, just calm down, Zen Ginger. I'm getting there. You know me. It takes me like 2 hours just to get to the point. So I actually ordered white cloud minnows. They did not come in. I ordered the gold white cloud minnows, so I was pretty disappointed about that. What else do I got? Oh, next on the list, Apistogramma. Yes, I ordered a very small number, and I mean small, I mean 6. I ordered 6 Apistogramma Hongsloi, just kind of get my feet wet. I'm not curious. Well, I am curious as far as size and sex. And they're so small, I can't even sex them yet. Well, hoping to, just feed, water changes, grow them up, and just see if I can attempt to get any color out of them. So I can tell. I think I have identified one male, but they're still pretty small, so we'll see. But yes, Apistogramma Hongsloi, and if they sell well, I will probably bring in more. I do have access to quite a few different species. The problem is that they're really expensive, even at wholesale price. So yeah, that kind of, I don't want to spend like $500 on Apistos and sell like 2. That would be terrible. That'd be absolutely terrible. So yes, Apistogramma Hongsloi, which are really, really cool Apistos, and we'll see. What are those Apistos where the female is mostly yellow with a black chest? I want those so bad. So that's a lot of Apistos. When the females are breeding, they turn that yellow. That's how you know they're ready to spawn. If you get those females, they're turning yellow with the black bars, especially like Apistogramma cockatoides, then they're ready to get down. So you better throw some males in there. Scottish Aquatics has the Hongsloi as well. Yeah, so if you want to know what adults look like, head on over to his channel or any of the tours that we've all done. It is a great looking fish. The other fish I brought in are the dwarf kamakas, which are, I say dwarf kamakas, I don't know why, but they're kamakas and they're small. Kamakas are not, there's not like a there's not like a big kamaka and a dwarf kamaka. There's only one, so I don't know why they call it dwarf, but they are absolutely beautiful. They're big adults. Like, I actually got adults, which is insane. So those should be showing up pretty time soon, or anytime soon on the website. Again, I think next Wednesday, almost all of these fish are going to come out of quarantine. I also got featherfin rainbows, which look pretty nice. I've never actually kept featherfin rainbows ever, so I ordered some in, and I like them. They're pretty sweet. What else? New Guinea red rainbows also came in. pretty good size, about 2 inches. No color, very little color. So they're kind of the same size as the Bosemani that came in, and I feel bad selling rainbow fish at that size because they're really hard to sex. And if somebody buys like, like 6 rainbow fish, and I sent all females, I would feel horrible. So I don't know, maybe they'll get acclimated and color up a bit more. We'll see. We still got a week to go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Bircher lady. Yes, the biker lady. Hello. By that, she is breeding bikers, shears, bickers, whatever. Hey, Bob, you're going to have to teach me real quick how to set up a website for my plants. I just set up a Patreon account. Well, I am certainly not a master website builder. I just use Shopify, which is basically the easiest thing in the world. It gave me some problems early on, but once I had that light bulb moment, that aha moment, it's super easy, very easy. You don't really have to do anything. I was doing some coding yesterday, but for the most part, you don't have to do any coding or anything. It's very simple, very simple. I don't know why that's hidden. So where did you find them, Irish lad? Okay, I'm watching the fish that were sold to me as kamakas right now. Unfortunately, their best display is before the lights are on in the room. Ambient light when I'm usually not here and it's too dark to see. Honestly, that sounds like most rainbows. Obviously, rainbows are varying degrees of color, but usually right in the morning is when they're going to be the most colorful. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like when I went and turned on the lights this morning, they were almost like a complete powder blue. They were just insane looking, and but I will say the Kamaka rainbows out of the bag were already colored up, fired up, like they were spawning in the bag. Like there wasn't eggs, but they had like the little mohawk color that that rainbows get, like in the bag during shipping. Like the males were ready to go and fired up. So yeah, they're beautiful fish. It's gonna be really hard not to keep them. I'll be honest. I kept the last shipment I got in. I ordered more, and I don't know. I'm hoping that they're gonna be so expensive that no one will buy them, and then I'll just keep them. But I said in the video that probably won't come out till next week because that's when they come out of quarantine. I'm trying to do these unboxing videos release these unboxing videos when they actually come out of quarantine, instead of like, here's all these fish, now you gotta wait 2 weeks. So I've been kind of filming them on and off, and but anyways, I just hope by the end of their quarantine period that I don't take them, because I did do that to the last ones, and they're pretty cool. So just to give you a little heads up, Scottish Aquatics, the Shopify website runs about $30 a month, and you have to buy your domain. I bought my domain through Google Domains. I want to say it's like $10 a year or something ridiculous like that. And the only problem with Shopify is that there's a lot of like add-ons. So think of like apps that you have to buy for your phone. It's the same way with Shopify, and I've been doing it so far without having to buy all these apps. But I don't know if it grows large enough, then I will. And I don't know. I just hate paying monthly subscriptions. I hate it. My Corys lay their eggs everywhere, not just on glass. Yeah, they can. They definitely can. I want to see what this message said. All right. I will say, see you later. Not today. Do you murder any more bikers? What? Let's hope it stays that way. Can newly hatched CPD survive in a shrimp tank? Well, that's a pretty loaded question. If you had a CPD tank, or a shrimp tank that was like super heavily planted, tons of algae, really old, established, tank's been set up for like 10 years, algae everywhere, plants everywhere, then probably some of them would survive. Would all of them? I doubt it. But you would hope with like all the algae and everything that there'd be enough microorganisms for them to feed off of. But you would definitely lose probably quite a bit if you weren't specifically feeding them. My peppered cories like to lay in the Java moss specifically. I thought that was a bit weird. That sounds actually pretty normal. I know when Corey was breeding his orange lasers, or when he had orange lasers and they were breeding, dropping eggs in like the moss and the bulbitis, just everywhere really on the glass. My pepper cories like to lay eggs in the guppy grass. Haley murdered like 30 babies on accident the other day, so that's what I was asking about. That's such a harsh way to put it. I mean, geez, murder. Dang. I like Amber's idea of the blackworm tank. If you're talking about breeding corridoras, like blackworms are the way to go. I think I've missed too many of your comments to try to get involved with this conversation you guys are having amongst each other. Can't tell if these people are being rude or if they're inside jokes. I know. That's what I'm saying. I haven't really been paying attention to chat. I've just been rambling, and now I come back to talking about murdering people murdering their fish, which is pretty harsh. I don't think people murder them. If it's on accident, then it's not murder. If it's on accident, it's manslaughter. Jeez. Are you considering selling blackworms? So I can get them. Yes. The thing I'm considering is well, so I haven't looked up how well they ship for one. So if I order in like 10 pounds of blackworms, I gotta look up like just shipping, like the logistics of shipping, how to ship them, how well do they ship, and the other thing is they have to be cleaned daily. So I mean, honestly, that's like the big thing at this point. I don't know that I'm really excited about cleaning blackworms every single morning. So maybe after everything in the garage is all done and I have more time, then I can kind of reevaluate as far as bringing in blackworms. I'm not gonna lie, I bring them in for myself. Now that I can get them at wholesale, I did buy half a pound of them for myself. But as far as adding them to the website, we'll see. TBD. I'd like to do like micro worms. I know micro worms ship generally pretty well, and they're one of my favorite live foods to culture. Well, I mean, you know why? Because they're the easiest. They're super easy to culture. So I would like to sell micro worms. I need to buy some though, so I can make cultures. I was hoping to get some at the GSAS meeting on Tuesday, but no such luck. They had vinegar eels and Daphnia in the auction, but there was no micro worms. So maybe next time. It sucked, but I still have some, and it's my first time ever breeding bikers, so there's bound to be some hiccups. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how cool is it that you're breeding bikers? And I don't even care if I'm saying that wrong. You guys can deal with it. I call them bikers because bikers are cool. I'm a biker, so I'm going to call them bikers. A matter of fact, I'm looking outside. It's nice and sunny today, which means I'm going out on the bike for a little bit. Man, I wish I could have stayed. Bring the microworms at AE if anyone... Wait. Bring me microworms at AE if anyone going has some. Jimmy definitely needs microworms. I think you might even need smaller. Smaller than micro? What did you say earlier? Anyone going to AE can bring me... Oh, there you go. Micro or vinegar eels. Kenny says, I have vinegar eels. Yeah, anyone who has microworms and want to send me microworms, I would appreciate it. Jimmy, when are you leaving? When are you leaving? Minuscule worms. Macro worms. Anyways, yeah, these bettas, These Betta's babies ain't eating much. I need some. When are you leaving, Jimmy? Are you leaving today? Tomorrow? Come pick me up. I need a good bike ride. I think you're too far away. I don't know. Or you're already in Philly? All right, so you're already gone. Never mind then. I won't bug you. I don't have any like. There's no like fish biker people near me except for oh my gosh, Paul, who you guys probably don't know, but no, you might know. You might have seen him in some of Jimmy's videos or the co-op videos, but he's not even really by me, and he's got like the Judge Dredd motorcycle. It'll leave me in the dust. But yeah. No fish bike riders, so I'm a lone wolf. A wolf pack of one. Jeremy Morrell, I'll PayPal you, hit me up. I have vinegar eels and microworms, Jimmy. I'll send you some for the shipping cost. See, everybody loves Jimmy. Nobody's sending me microworms. Everyone's sending them to Jimmy. Twin Cities Guppies, Twin Lee. Jimmy, are they not taking a BBS right now? They not eating BBS, says Jimmy. All right. Jeez. Jimmy coming hijacking my stream and stealing all my microworms. You better set up an extra culture and send me some, Jimmy. I'm just joking, guys. I'm joking. Hello from Norway, someplace I would love to visit eventually before I die. At this point, it looks like I will be doing a reef tank instead of a motorcycle. I barely drive my car, and coordination is not my strong suit. Well, then I would highly recommend a reef tank for you. Not that it takes a lot of coordination, but it does take some. It does take some. I almost laid it down for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I'm not going to tell that story because it's embarrassing, but yes, I almost laid it down for the first time, and it was so funny. Oh man, it was ridiculous. Actually, that was like a month ago now. I don't even, wow. Why not turn your motorcycle's gas tank into a nano reef? I'm looking to set up my, how does Dean not have worm cultures? Can't y'all beg him? I could, but he's really far away, and I hate driving. I hate driving. The problem is that I would have to drive through Seattle, and honestly, like the amount of time I would spend in just getting there and in gas, I could probably buy like a bunch of cultures off AquaBid for cheaper and have them shipped to me for cheaper. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna look at AquaBid right now. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's. It's been a long time since I've been at this website. Let's check it out. They had some really nice rainbows on here a couple weeks ago. And is it gonna load? All right, there we go. All right, I don't even know where this section is here. Oh, right here, food, flake, live. There we go. Microworm culture, free shipping, $5. See? Like, oh, I don't know that I trust this guy. 2 ounces of microworms starter culture, $5 with free shipping. Like, it would cost me $5 just to drive 30 miles down the freeway. And even that gets me like halfway to Dean's house. Ooh, look. You're the one that was talking about killing bikers. Jeez. $5. Wow. I would buy those, except he only has three reviews, and to me that screams scam. You gotta have more reviews for me. Live Daphnia, free shipping, 29 bucks, 50 scuds. Scuds, I love scuds. I used to have scuds, but I no longer do. Oh, look at this guy, has everything. Live bloodworms? Wow. Okay, he doesn't have everything. He has everything except micro shrimp. Or micro shrimp, micro worm. Here's one, $10. Let's see what this guy's doing. You hate scuds? Well, yeah, you might. I love scuds. This is for a decent sized micro worm culture. No reviews out of London. Get out of here. Uh, is that it? Are those the only 2 micro worms? That can't be right. Boy, this website used to be way more popular. Man, am I gonna have to risk it with this guy? 3 out of 3. Let's see. Fairly new. Java Moss, great communication. So 1 of 1, 1 of 1, no. So this is how you gotta watch how not to get scammed on AquaBid. And I'm not saying this guy is a scammer, but here's what these people do that have like very under 20 reviews or something like that. You can review anything. Like I could go to my account here and leave myself like 100 5-star whatever their reviews are. That's one of the problems with this site. So when you see these people that only have like 1 review, like this guy, he's only had 1 review. This guy's done 20. So he's dedicated. If this is fake, then this dude with 20 reviews, he's at least dedicated. But if you're going to somewhere who has like a dozen reviews and you go and look at him and all the people have only left the 1 review on his, it's most likely the guy that's selling it. Because I can list, and here's how you do it. So I can go on here and list an auction anywhere, on obviously anywhere. I don't know why I'm clicking on this. And then on a separate account, I can buy that auction. I can buy my own auction and leave a review. But since none of the money is handled on the site, there's no way for the site to know if that transaction was ever finalized. So I can just keep creating auctions and keep buying them over and over and over and keep leaving reviews without ever having to transfer money. And someone makes a comment of, you're going to get scammed. It's good to get scammed for $5. Yes, and that's how they do it too. They're not scamming you out of like $200 fish, although they are on here. But a majority of the people that are getting scammed on this website are getting scammed for under $20. So you really got to be careful. And again, I'm not saying this guy is a scammer at all. I'm not, trying to talk anything bad about that guy. I don't know who he is. He might be legit. But that's what you got to watch out for. There you go. Bose Monty, pure strain. All right, let's see. Anything for sale from rainbow fish here, guys? If you're on here looking for rainbow fish and you actually see over here the person selling them, the seller. If you ever see anyone here named Rainbow Fish, that is actually Gary Lang. That is his account. So this is how you buy fish from Gary Lang. I've had people message me asking if the fish on my website are Gary Lang strain. No, nope, not even close. Which I think people are putting too much. Emphasis on fish that are bred by breeders. What the heck is that noise? Obviously they're gonna be better for the most part, but there's still tons of beautiful fish out there from wholesalers now. Get Gills has micro worms. Yeah, I gotta check them out too. He's actually it's funny, I was looking at AquaBid a couple weeks ago and right here, Dan's Fish. Here is Mr. Get Gills turquoise rainbow fish. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I will say that the farms have come a long ways as far as, especially with rainbow fish, because a lot of people don't know that Gary Lang is actually working with a lot of these farms down in Florida and eliminating the crossbreeding and getting pure strains back into the hobby, and he's been doing that for a very long time. And it's noticeable. Like there is a clear noticeable difference from rainbow fish now from even like 10 years ago. So while I'm not trying to like downplay like fish coming from Gary Lang or Greg Sage, obviously they're beautiful fish. I'm just saying that there's been vast improvements on wholesale rainbow fish. As you can see from the fish I'm getting in are absolutely amazing, and they're farm bred. So anyways, Roseline 17, an excellent rainbow fish. Oh, it's the dogs are fighting. Well, not fighting, wrestling. Roseland. Yeah, so anyways, Roseland17, a great person to buy rainbow fish from. Why am I even looking at this? Is like my competition. Why am I like saying buy them here? These are really cool fish. Ooh, here we go. See? Look at these guys. $40. About 2 weeks left of shipping for the season. Yeah, didn't I pick a great time to start a business shipping fish? I tell you what. What else do we want to look at? Emerald rainbows, Wanamenses are really nice. The wet spot tropical fish. And I need to stop looking at this because these are all my competitors, but I don't care because I'm cheaper than all of them. All right, let's come back. Anyways, guys. Any suggestions for an easy to breed fish for a noob? Already bred platies and cherry shrimp. There's guppies, there's endlers. We talked about cherry barbs are a good selling fish that are fairly easy to breed. Lots of tetras are easy to breed. They just take some effort, but still relatively easy. Bob, you always keep an eye on the competition. Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I really don't care because, like, the Wet Spot is one of the sites I go to when I'm pricing my fish, and I try to be cheaper or at least really close to them. But, like, my yellow rainbow fish, let me take a look. For instance, my yellow rainbow fish are, how much are they? I don't even know. $15.99, right? And how much are they at the Wet Spot? Let me look. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, their website's so bad. And this is after their improvement. Let's see. So we're going to yellow rainbows. So their yellow rainbows are $20 a pair. $20 a pair, but then you look at them and you see they're 1.5 inches, where mine are close to 3 inches and already colored up. So while they are cheaper, they are way smaller. And that's kind of the stuff I look at. Plus, I'm not going to be sad if I never sell these rainbow fish. So, yeah. But I probably should, but I don't want to. You know. And then, like, if you go to my website, it says approximately 2 inches in purchase size, but if you've seen any videos of them, you know they're much bigger than 2 inches. I always underestimate the size of my fish so that when people get them and see that they're much larger than what it says on the website, maybe they'll be inclined to go back and leave a nice review on the website, which I believe we only have one review so far. Let me look. Okay, anyways, I need to stop ignoring. Find some Pseudomugil Cyanoduralis. I had those at one point, a long time ago. Do you alter the price of a fish due to size? Absolutely. You have to. You have to. I got Gary Lang rainbows from my swap meet. That's pretty much Floyd. It brings up an excellent point. That's the only way I know to get Gary Lang rainbow fish is through like local clubs, swap meets. When he goes and does talks, he usually brings like eggs or fry. So if you have a local aquarium society, join your local aquarium club and then bug them to bring in Gary Lang. All right. Now, I just there we go. So I pulled up my website, but now I forgot what I was looking at. Oh yeah, reviews. Who's Gary Lang? Sorry, new to the hobby. Gary Lang is like the ambassador of rainbow fish these days. He breeds really nice rainbow fish. He goes out and collects them in the wild himself. Brings them home and then breeds them and spreads them throughout the hobby. So, yeah. He's a dude that goes to like New Guinea, Australia, all these different places and personally collects his rainbow fish. And he's a super smart dude. So yeah. You were so burnt out on your job you had to quit for mental health reasons. What? What are you talking about? I don't think the co-op does. They sell large fish for the same price as a medium fish. Well, yeah. If you're talking about large versus medium, that's pretty subjective. But if you're talking about like the size of my Bosemani's versus the size of like the turquoise or rainbows, that's a huge difference. When you're talking about large versus small, so large versus medium, that's obviously up to anyone's opinion as far as what's large versus what's medium. Compare the two. But if you're talking about like a full grown adult, like my kamakas that are full grown, like breeding adults, versus like 6-month old rainbow fry, absolutely I cannot. Or another thing is like my Parasiprochromis, for instance. The fry are way cheaper, but they don't survive shipping. So you can't sell like an adult Parasiprochromis for the same price as a fry, because the adult, you spent like a year growing that thing out, versus selling a fry after maybe 8 weeks or something. So yeah, there's some difference. Also, there's some difference in like a retail storefront versus an online store. But the price also varies from the wholesaler. So like when I'm looking at my list and it says like large yellow rainbow fish and small yellow rainbow fish, the large are about double the price. So obviously I cannot sell that for the same price as if I was buying the small. So I aspire to be the Gary Lang of Malaysian trumpet snails. There you go. There you go. Head on over to Malaysia. Pick up some of your own trumpet snails. Bob's blinds. Oh yeah, look at that. See, look how nice it is. It's very bright out. Perforated. Actually, I haven't even been looking at my stream this whole time. I just noticed that. Gary Lang's fish room I edited very in depth. So let me get this straight, Jimmy. First, you steal my microworms, come onto my stream, steal my microworms, then you come on here and you link videos, and now I've lost like 15 viewers that clicked on that link. And I saved your life, man. I saved your life in PUBG, and this is how you repay me? Share some sun. If I open up the blinds, like the green screen would go absolutely. And guys, I'm just kidding about Jimmy. I love that guy. He's allowed to do anything he wants. If I open up the blinds, my green screen would go insane. Like it would be, yeah. Essentially, I would not have a green screen. You would just see a green sheet behind me. What? Any chance of me picking up your fish in person? I'm also from the Seattle area. Would like to avoid stressing them if possible. At this point, I cannot have people coming to my house. I apologize. I would take them to local club meetings, which are in Seattle. Or if there's other events that I'm going to, meetups, I would take them. But as far as people coming to my house, I can't do that. Here comes boy drama. No. Oh yeah, I even have the Homer Simpson emoji. If y'all ever buy fish in Perth, don't go to Rob's Aquarium. Okay. What is it like to live in America? It is absolutely fantastic, my friend. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Are you planning on joining any local clubs in your area, Jimmy? I gotta go. Peace out, fish fam. I'll be back to troll next week. Thank you, Connor. Don't murder any fish while you're gone. It would be kind of funny if like all those fish die now. Well, that wouldn't be funny, but yes, totally, 100%. Well, why haven't you done it yet? Why haven't you done it? Well, first of all, we're not gonna get into politics here, but politics should never dictate. Like, it doesn't matter who does what, really. Well, we won't get into that. But politics, are a no-go. Would you allow a hold on fish for 2 weeks instead of shipping? What do you mean? Like you want to buy a fish and then have me hold it for 2 weeks, I think is what you're saying. I think Melanotania praecox that Dean has, maybe his, are from Pagai from a Lang visit several years ago. Yours also. Yes, my praecox are Gary Lang. Unfortunately, I don't have any females, and I'm thinking about muddying up the strain and putting some random females in there. But I don't know. I could probably put out a message on like the Seattle Aquarium Society and see if anyone has any male or females. Cause to meet for the GSAS pickup, well, that's like a month. That's not a couple of weeks. My whole LFS broke out in ick and just told people to pick out the best looking fish. Interesting. That seems like a terrible idea. So yeah, I don't know if there's anyone watching. Not a lot of GSAS people watch YouTube, but I am in the market for some female Gary Lang praecox rainbows. But yeah, I would do that bare bottoms aquarium, absolutely, obviously, right? Especially for Bob Vance, who hooked me up with a refrigerator yesterday, which was awesome because I've never owned one. So thank you, Bob Vance. For free? What's for free? Hit the like, please. Yes, let's hit the like, guys. We got 7 more minutes, and then I'm going to eat some breakfast. No, full price. What are you guys talking about? Oh, for the fish store? Wow. Mead Mug Aquatics says, I asked because you have some great clubs within around an hour from your area. Yeah, so Ohio's a pretty good area for fish, especially if you're willing to travel like a couple hours, which I'm generally not. I mean, if I had, my thing is I just don't like driving my Jeep for that long because I don't trust it. So if I had a decent car, I would probably not mind driving that far. But you've never owned a refrigerator? None. I've never needed one. That's a joke from The Office. Sorry, not everyone's seen The Office. I would totally take 6 sick fish for free. Just saying. I mean, well, I don't know. Well, I can't now. To me right now, it's not worth the risk. But before, I'd probably be right there with you, Jane. I would take free fish for free. Flynn's Fish Forum says, I'm currently in class, currently not paying attention, currently as in currently boring, currently. Caleb Aquatics says, hello, Caleb Aquatics, hello. Flynn, just leave school, man. It's not worth it. School is for fools. Be a full-time YouTuber. Jeez. Oh, man. Stay in school. So what else? Any closing thoughts? Any closing arguments? I'm trying to think. I don't have anything else for you guys. Okay, I must watch The Office again. Yeah, it's casino night, and Bob Vance donates a refrigerator for the person who wins the most, and it's all for charity. And Creed wins by stealing everyone's money, and he goes and picks up the refrigerator and he says, thanks, I've never owned one of these before. So yeah, as a D is the same as an F in Washington. Flynn, you should tell Bob you might be in town this weekend. No bad, Bob. Will Ick X stain silicone? Yes, if you leave it in too long. I have had it stain silicone for after leaving it in for 48 hours. but it does clear up. It doesn't. It's not. It wasn't like a permanent stain. Not a permanent stain. But yeah. Bring in any Corridora Bobs. I missed the beginning. Nope. Well, I mean, I've had the Pygmaeus for a while, but no additional Corridoras. No additional Corridoras. I've decided that I think when the fish room is done in the garage, that I'm going to redo my fish room, like set it back up. So my fish room is pretty much non-existent right now. But I want to set it up to breed. Like I want to get back into breeding. So that's drop out of school and just play video games. Shoot. But yeah, I'm very interested in breeding again. So I don't know why I brought that up. Probably because I want to breed some of my Corridoras because I have some pretty rare ones. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Jet, it stained one of my air tubes, but nothing else. Not the aquarium silicone. Yeah, my silicone, like I said, it was stained for like 2 weeks, and it wasn't even that bad. It did go away though. Master breeder Bob. Nope. Never. But it would be fun, especially I don't feel like it would take too much time, and it's been a long time since I've done it. I used to breed a lot of fish. I used to participate in the Breeders Award program for my local club. I used to like grow a lot of plants. I won like I don't even know what it's called, but I won like Plant Dude of the Year at my local aquarium club, and I don't even know what it's called. That was pretty cool. I won like a gift card to, I think, Aquarium Co-op actually. And this was all like before YouTube, even before like Corey was big on YouTube. Bob, you're in Ohio? I thought you were on the West Coast. What are you talking about? Ohio? No, I am. I'm Seattle. I'm not Ohio. Did I say I was in Ohio? Jimmy is in Ohio. Swisky Jimmy is in Ohio. Gotta go to a meeting. Thanks for the stream, Bob. Looking forward to order some Dwarf Emerald Rasboras next week. Yep. Look for them next Wednesday. Or, I'm sure I'll talk about it on the live stream next week. How important is a background on a tank for breeding? Not important at all. Backgrounds on tanks are simply aesthetic for us. I can't think of any scenario where someone was trying to breed a fish and they put a background on it and then they just magically started breeding. I don't know that that's ever happened. Maybe it has, but it was probably coincidental. Okay. A Plant Dude of the Year. Yeah, like I actually did stuff back in the day. Man, I wish I could remember. But they have like an annual contest for like breeders and like whoever breeds the most types of fish, and maybe it was the breeder award that I got. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was plants though. It might have been breeder. I'll have to try to find all my awards. They're kind of scattered all over the place. German Blue Rans, Bob. They like to back up to the riverbank or dark background. Well, that's what Dean says anyways. Well, yeah, but you can go on YouTube and find people that are like breeding them in pots, like in the middle of their tanks. So, nearite snails will eat hair algae. So will a mono shrimp. So will Siamese algae eaters. So will rosy barbs. Background is good for, so the thing is like what I'm thinking is like would painting just the background induce spawning? I don't think so. I think you'd have to do the entire tank, because whatever issues they're going to have with the back pane of glass, they're going to have with the side, they're going to have with the front. So to me, like just painting or putting in like one, or just eliminating one pane of glass, I don't know what that would do. Like if you would painting the entire aquarium, then I could see that making a difference because they're going to feel more secure. But like just one pane of glass, I don't really see it making a difference. But I don't know. Did all your guppies you got in have issues, or just some of them? Just some of them. It was It wasn't just some, it was a vast majority. So I still have some snow white guppies that are doing well, but I will never, I'm not going to sell them. I've completely taken them off the website. I probably have like a dozen left, but it's not even worth risking it. Like, uh, the amount I paid for them, and then the amount I paid for shipping, and then having to refund. Um, yeah, it's just not worth it. I hear Eric Rock breeds catfish that can't be bred. Does anything eat blue-green algae? No, it's actually not. Well, not that I know of. It's actually because it's a bacteria. It's not algae. It's actually bacteria. Fish prefer a beach scene with a nice sunset for breeding. So not the breeding, but for the fry. Jack Wally said something about needing a high contrast background for the new discus fry. I don't know. Again, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, so they're gonna see their reflection, and they only see their reflection in the back plane, or I don't know why I keep saying plane, in the back pane of glass. Like, they can't see their reflection or anything else in the other three sides of the tank. Here's the thing, depending on what type of fish you have, you might want to use a background to not have their fish seeing the other tank or tanks. Fish like to jump, they can be aggressive towards each other. So yeah, if you look at my 10-gallon tanks, well, okay, I think you should be able to see them in the video that came out yesterday. So the backs are painted for my purpose, for like my viewing pleasure and for filming. But I also have the sides of the 10 gallons are painted so that the fish, next to each other for that exact reason cannot see each other. And not that I don't even have aggressive fish, but like if you go to a lot of pet stores, it's only the front that it's not painted. So I don't even know that I would even consider it that big of a deal, but it is just, it's just something to think about, something you can do. But most fish backgrounds aren't really important. Yeah, I agree, Jason. Fly to AE. Are you talking to me? If you're talking to me, I will go to AE today. I will fly out today for anyone who buys my ticket. And even then, like, actually, whoa. Let me take it back. Now that I just let that sink in and thought about it for a second, I probably still wouldn't go, even if somebody bought me a ticket. It would take a lot. How would you get rid of blackbeard algae on plants and decor in a rainbow tank? Crystal Stewart, I would use good old hydrogen peroxide. And when you're doing it, you have to be quick about it. So if you're putting hydrogen peroxide on your plants, be very quick. You can like spot treat it. If you're doing it in the tank with like a pipette, generally not a problem. But if you're actually taking your plants out or like lowering your water level and spraying hydrogen peroxide on your plants, you have to be really quick about it because you can melt your plants. But hydrogen peroxide, by far the best way to go. You can get a pipette and spot treat it. The next day it'll turn like a reddish, pinkish color, and then the next day it'll just be gone. It's super, super simple. My backgrounds are for my purposes, also for photography. Yep. Anyone seen Corey's members only video that I made? Oh, this guy. Sometimes I change backgrounds so they think they're on vacation. I always wondered as a kid, and I don't even know if these things still exist, these backgrounds, but like the backgrounds that you can get at like the pet stores that just come in a roll and you just cut it. And it has like an ocean and there's fish in there. And like, what if the fish in your tank are looking at these backgrounds and being like, oh dang, that's a shark back there. Like, I better not go back there. I'll get eaten. I always thought that was weird when I saw the backgrounds that had like other fish on it. Like, can other fish even see two-dimensional fish? I don't know. I'm sure they could. Dean drinking gasoline, basically. I concur. I melted Anubius by leaving H2O2 on too long. Yes. So, as CJ Black and I mentioned, if you're spot treating it in the tank, really not that big of a deal because the H2O2 dissolves like super fast in water. But if you're taking it out of the water and treating it, you got to be like spray your Nubius, let it sit a couple seconds, and immediately rinse it off. And go that route. Like underdose it before you like dump a whole bottle on it and leave it on for like a minute. So take out like your Nubius, your decor. Obviously, you can take it out and let it soak. I actually do that with my my hang on back pre-filter sponges when they start getting like I'll have algae grow on them, and then it kind of starts restricting the flow. I'll actually take them out and drop them in hydrogen peroxide like overnight, and then in the next morning it just all just like falls off. So that's how I clean my pre-filters on my hang on backs. Some fish have great vision. Is EI dosing worth giving a try? Absolutely. I used to do, when I had like serious like high tech planet tanks, that's what I did, EI dosing. But really, is it worth the try? That's up to you. So if you're getting like high tech tanks, plants like that are kind of hard to grow, I would highly recommend it. I always wondered if how well fish hearing is. Loopy Laura, it's actually pretty good. And I say that only by being yelled at by my dad nonstop out fishing as a kid. If I made any noise, oh boy, was I scaring all the fish. If we went fishing and my dad didn't catch anything, it was because I made too much noise. It was always my fault. I made too much noise. Also, I didn't murder any fish. Haley murdered fish. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, they actually have really good hearing. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it quits for today. Thank you. We got, I think we peaked at like 100 and I don't know 118 ish, which is pretty good for a new time and day. So thanks everyone. Awesome tip on cleaning filter sponges, Bob. We're going to do that. So okay, I'll tell you one more thing. Way back when, like 2-3 years ago, when I had my breeding fish for profit tank, and like there was like a billion shrimp in there. I used to just drop the sponges in there, leave them in there for a couple days, and then pull them back out, and the shrimp would just have the whole thing like completely clean of all algae and everything. But now I don't have that anymore, so now I soak them. High five! Now I soak them in the hydrogen peroxide, and it works great. It's super awesome. I don't know. Maybe that's the kind of stuff I should make videos on instead of all this nonsense that I do. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go eat some breakfast and enjoy the sun. I'll probably pull the fish out of the pond today. It's gonna be a fairly light day, so I'm looking forward to it, especially since it's sunny out. But again, I appreciate it. Thanks everyone for showing up, commenting, liking, lurking, all of it. And I will see you Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, right? I think so. Goodbye.